any comfortable seated posture. Spine comfortably erect, shoulders relaxed, jaws relaxed, eyes softly closed, palms facing up, fingers relaxed. Three deep breaths. After taking three deep breaths, resting your awareness around your chest. And simply stay with the flow of experience of expansions and relaxations with each breath. No need to force anything. Simply being open. For each breath. No need to restrict anything. Simply rest your awareness around your chest and observe. When you're resting your awareness around your chest, you might find certain parts of your body more energized than the rest. Now gently expand your awareness around to include your whole body. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. Thinking of someone that you love and respect, living or not. Dedicating this Hatha Yoga session and all the benefits from this session to that person from the bottom of your heart. Chin to the chest. Opening your eyes. Inhaling, taking the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down, looking down. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more round. Inhaling, exhaling. Release. Come to cat posture. Welcome, Sanjay. Good morning. Inhaling, look up, spine down. Exhaling, look down, spine up. 4 more rounds. Completely relaxing your abdomen as you inhale, fully engaging your abdomen as you exhale. After you complete 5 rounds, neutral posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Take your right leg back and up. Look up, inhale. Exhaling, look down, spine up, bring the right knee forward toward the nose as you completely exhale. Right toes off the mat. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, right knee down, neutral posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Left leg back and up, look up, inhale. Exhaling, look down, left knee toward the nose, spine up, abdomen fully engaged. 4 more rounds. Mm. After completing neutral posture, take a deep breath, exhale. Right leg to the back, horizontal to the ground. Left arm to the front, look to the front. bit of balancing, switch to the other side. Switch, 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 switch. And neutral posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Tuck your toes in. Come to Falakasana, plank posture. Walk back if you need to slightly. Your head, neck, entire spine, legs, all aligned. To bring alignment, you might have to engage your abdomen to lift the hips up if it is too far down, or bring it down if it is too far up. Natural gaze between the fingertips. No neck action. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You can slightly bend the knees, not a problem. Allow the shoulder blades on your back to gently go toward each other, allowing the head to go down toward the mat, chest to go toward the knees, and completely relax your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your palms toward your feet. Once you got balance, hands on your waist, inhaling, come up. Release your arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Feet hip width apart. Hands on your waist. Your elbows are pointing to the side walls. Elbows are pointing to the side walls, not to the back. Yes. Right arm up toward the ceiling, right palm facing the left wall. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, bending toward the left wall. Move your right hip gently toward the right wall. Inhaling, center. Then bring the right hand back to the waist. Left arm up toward the ceiling. Left palm facing the right wall. Reach up, inhale. Exhaling, bending toward the right wall. Inhale, center. 4 more rounds. Right and left is 1 round. Gently exploring the lateral bending of the spine with the help of muscles on the sides. Keep your balance on your feet by moving the opposite hip a bit away to allow you to bend. toward one side. Always keep the balance on your feet. The foundation has to be strong. After completing 5 rounds, release your arms, take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Bring the arms up to shoulder height, but relax the shoulders. Inhaling center, exhaling, twisting to the right. Turn your head, look past the right shoulder. Inhaling center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Turn your head. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. In the later rounds of your twist, you might find yourself being able to twist a bit more than the first round. The body is naturally adjusting to what you intend. Take a deep breath, exhale. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Tall like a mountain, chin parallel to the ground. Roof of your head, as if there is a string attached to the roof of your head, and it is getting gently pulled up toward the ceiling. Gently press the big toes a bit more. In fact, the balls of your feet just underneath your big toes. If you press those a bit, you will generate more energy through your inner arches, through the legs, through the core, through the head. Namaskara Mudra. Diligence is as best as you can, nothing more, nothing less. And attention is to your own experience, whatever the experience, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral it may be. As you practice 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara, begin. All movements consciously made, not habitually, not a programmed practice, conscious practice. If the mind wanders away from the practice, begin again with this breath, bringing diligence and attention to the practice. After completing, separate your feet comfortably, relax your shoulders. Your soft gaze is forward and down, chin parallel to the ground. Allow the breath to normalize, not interfering with the breath, being open. You're more open to the breath by relaxing your body. If you tense up, you're less open to the breath. When we are in a deep negative emotion, for example, angry, our whole body tenses up. And you don't notice our breath becomes much shorter and strained. Three deep breaths. Today we are going to approach Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend posture. We'll prepare for that through few other postures before. Feet hip width apart. Arms up toward the ceiling, palms facing the front, parallel to each other, arms are parallel to each other. Reach up, fingertips reaching for the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release arms. Take a deep breath. Hands on your waist. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bend from the hips forward. Keep the knees straight. Keep the knees straight as much as you can. And only bending as much as you can. Now allow your arms to hang loose. head down. Keep the knee straight, head down. The fingertips may not reach the ground yet. That's okay. But gently pressing the big toes to strengthen your quad muscles, thigh muscles. And when you do that, you would find your hamstrings on the back of your leg relaxing more. And you may be able to bend forward just a bit more. Keep the balance on your feet. You might have to move your hips just a bit back to keep the balance on your feet. Keep the knees straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release your arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Let's practice Paschimottanasana, which is forward bend, standing forward bend. We'll catch our big toes with our hands, 3-finger grip. And then we'll be gently pulling the big toes up. And when we pull the big toes up, you can strengthen your quad muscles, front thigh muscles, which will allow your back of the thigh muscles to relax more. We have pairs of muscle groups. One has to contract for the other to lengthen, what we call agonist and antagonist technical terms. And so in Paschimottanasana, by bringing the big toes up a bit, you can engage your quad muscles more. Arms up toward the ceiling, palms facing the front. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bending forward from the hips. Slightly bend the knees so you can grab hold of your big toes. Right hand grabbing the right big toe, left hand grabbing the left big toe. 3-finger grip is your index finger and middle finger goes between the big toe and the second toe. And the thumb wraps around the big toe from the outside. Head down. Now gently pulling your big toes up, see if you can straighten the knees as best as you can. Paschimottanasana. Completely relax your upper body. Straightening your legs as best as you can. Head down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go of the big toes, hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release your arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Take your arms all the way up, interlacing fingers, press the palms together. Inhaling, take your hands toward the ceiling, stretching up toward the ceiling. And gentle back bend. Take your arms just a bit back and move your hips forward just a bit. Move your hips forward, importantly, and then gently look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straightening up. Exhaling, release your arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now let's practice Prasarita Padottana, a variation, which is also to grab the big toes and pull it up, but with a broader stance. Come to a broad stance, at least um, twice your hip width or more. Broad stance, toes pointing directly forward, hands on your waist. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward. Allow your arms to hang loose, head down. First, keep the knees straight as much as you can, arms hanging loose, head down. Now, bend your knees and reach for your big toes with your hands. Gently pulling the big toes up, straightening the knees as best as you can, head going down toward the mat. Head going down toward the mat as much as you can as you straighten the knees as best as you can. Prasarita Padatana variation. Broad stance, forward down, forward bending. Relax your entire upper body. Foundation with your legs strong. Keeping a sense of balance. Keep your eyes open. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Bring your feet hip width apart. Release your arms. Stand relaxed. Place your palms on your glutes, fingers pointing down. Open your shoulders so your elbows are pointing toward the back wall. Broad shoulders. Gently moving your hips forward, chest forward, and look up. A gentle back bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling center. Exhaling, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Let us practice a modification of Paschimottanasana. Feet hip width apart, hands on your waist. Take your right foot forward to more than 2 feet to the front. A broad step forward. Inhale, growing taller, keeping the front knee straight. Exhaling, bend from the hips forward as much as you can, keeping the knee straight. Allow the arms to hang loose, head down. Now, it is not that you're reaching for your right hand more than your left hand. Keep both the hands more or less even as you bend forward. Head down. 5. You can lift your toes up, which will allow you to strengthen your quad muscles and relax your hamstring more. Right toes up, all the toes on your right foot. 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend your right knee, hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Walk your right foot back. Release your arms. Take a deep breath. Feet hip width apart, hands on your waist. Walk your left foot forward 2.5 feet. Good, solid front stance. When you do that, you're balanced on both your feet. It's not that you're tipping forward. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward from the hips. Keep the left knee straight. Allow the arms to hang loose, head down. Bring the left toes up to strengthen the quad muscles. And relax. Surrender. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend your right knee, hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Walk your left foot back. Release your arms. Stand relaxed. Paschimottanasana variation. Sukhasana. Normal cross-leg posture sitting. Palms facing up. Spine comfortably erect. Eyes softly closed. Consciously become open to each breath and stay with each breath. From when we began the session, you might be in a different state, physically, energetically, and emotionally. Take a note. There is no right answer. There is no wrong answer either. Gently open your eyes. Before we proceed to Paschimottanasana, let's practice Janusarasasana, taking the head toward the knee, forward bending posture, seated posture. Come to Dandasana, stretching your legs forward. Bring your feet together, toes pointing directly up, keeping the back straight. Bring the fingertips by the sides of your seat bones on the mat. Your elbows are pointing to the back. You're not resting on your palms. Your fingertips are by the sides, spine straight. Dandasana. This itself could be not a bit of a challenge. Staff posture with the legs straight. 5, 4. You can flex your toes toward you to strengthen your quad muscles. 3, 2, 1. Relax the posture. You can take your palms toward the back. Put some weight, and then you can even throw your head back if that relaxes you. Take a deep breath. Dandasana, staff posture. Bend your right knee, keep the leg on the ground, right knee on the ground, right foot on the ground. bend your right knee and place the right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Now left leg is straight, left toes pointing up. Left toes are flexing toward you gently, strengthening the left thigh muscles. Arms up toward the ceiling. Reach up, growing taller. Bring the balance on your seated posture. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward. Place your palms on the knees, shins, or catch your foot wherever you are able to. You don't need to reach the foot. Wherever you are able to grab hold of your left foot, do that. Now gaze at your left big toe. Flatten your back. Relax your shoulders. Elbows could point to the sides. Elbows pointing to the sides. Back straightening up. Gazing at your left big toe. Next exhalation, taking your nose toward the big toe, straightening up the spine as you bend gently forward and then head down. And those who are flexible can take your chin toward the left knee by taking your elbows toward the sides. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, release the arms, release the legs. Relax. Janusarasana, forward bending, taking the head to the knee. Take a deep breath again. Dandasana. Bending the left knee, left sole of your left foot placed against the inside of your right thigh. Both your seat bones have to be firmly on the ground. That is the foundation. Arms up toward the ceiling, growing taller. Exhaling, bend from the hips forward. Catch hold of the right knee, right shin, or right foot, wherever you can grab. And then gaze at your right thumb as you flex your right toes toward you. And gazing at your right big toe, next exhalation, take your nose toward the right big toe. And then relax your head. Surrender. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release arms, release the legs. In Janusarasana, make sure as you reach forward, both your hands are even when it might be easier to take one of the hands forward more than the other. Take a deep breath. Dandasana. Flex your toes toward you, arms up toward the ceiling, reach up. Next exhalation, bending forward, take your hands toward the knees, shins, or feet. Now, if you can reach your feet, you can grab hold of the big toes, like we did in Padangushtasana. Others simply grab hold of your shins and knees, that's okay. Now gaze at your big toes. Yeah, if you're able to grab the big toe, bring the elbows out toward the sides so that there is more room for you to move forward. As you're gazing at the big toes, next exhalation, your nose going toward the big toes. And then finally head down. Paschimottanasana, 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up, exhaling, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. We'll practice this one more time. Come to Dandasana. Arms up toward the ceiling, reaching up toward the ceiling. Inhale, exhaling, bending from the hips forward. Reach for your knees, shins, or your feet. If you're able to reach your feet, 3-finger grips on your big toes, gently pulling the toes toward you or flexing the toes toward you even if you're not reaching. Gazing at your big toes. Next exhalation, flattening your back just a bit and reach for your nose reaching for, not the forehead, toward the toes, and finally head down. Paschimottanasana. Remember, diligence is only as best as you can. Nothing more, nothing less. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up, exhaling, release the arms, relax. Take a deep breath. Purvatana practice. Bring your legs hip width apart. Stretch your legs forward. Feet hip width apart. Toes pointing up. Place your palms behind you. Toes pointing toward your feet. Sorry, fingers pointing toward your feet. Your palms are shoulder width apart behind you. Palms on the mat. Palms down on the mat. Fingers pointing toward your feet. Yes. Inhaling, hips up. Putting pressure on your heels. Next inhalation, hips further up so your legs and spine are in alignment. Look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the hips down. Relax. Purvatana practice. Lying down on your back. Hug your knees, rock back and forth. Side to side. Relax your head down to the mat and roll all the way to the sides. Settle back down and release your legs and make any final movements you feel necessary to make before surrendering in Shavasana. Legs comfortably separated, arms just a bit away from the body. palms preferably facing up if that doesn't strain your shoulders. Rest your awareness around your abdomen and surrender to the flow of experience. Nothing to hold on to. Surrender. Now expand your awareness to include your whole body and surrender. Nothing to resist, nothing to hold on to. Life flowing as naturally as it does. And you're simply open and you're staying with the flow. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently come out of Shavasana. Take your time and come to seated posture. Meditative posture, eyes closed, spine erect. Taking your hands back, inhaling, growing taller, exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come up. Rubbing your palms, vigorously generating heat. Massage your closed eyes with your heated palms and gently blinking your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity to share. Really appreciate it. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.